I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself.
Coach muted and everything. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FFC. I am your host, Coach, and we have a Week 3 recap. It was a nice Week 3. I enjoyed Week 3. And usually Week 3 is where you get more of the splashier touchdowns, more points added. You get double-digit touchdowns for fantasy players. Week 3 is usually a nice week, you know. Week 4 is going to be a little bit more difficult. Defenses should, as you see, Week 3 defenses are getting a little bit, you know, under their feet. So another week of that, we should see some more impressive defensive plays. But what a week of football! I did not like the fact that Kyle Pitts didn't get that pass interference call. It wouldn't have done nothing for me in fantasy. I can promise you that. Because I had Kyle Pitts, and without that touchdown, it doesn't matter. That 1 yard line pass interference is not giving Kyle Pitts a touchdown. That's going to Bijan Robinson. However, it does kind of look like Atlanta got one stolen away. You know, it was a blatant pass interference call in the end zone. I've never known a defender to drape a player like that and not have that pass interference called. What is the term that we normally use when a play like that? He didn't turn his head. Dude didn't turn his head. He had his back turned the whole time. That was a pass interference. Just it is what it is. But it didn't get called. Atlanta had to take that little ugly L. It's okay. It's okay. They're getting the Patriot treatment right now in Kansas City. It is, you know, when you're a champion and you look good, certain things go your way. Certain calls don't get called. Brady went through it for a while now. Patrick Mahomes getting a little bit of that luxury. I see what I see. Saw offensive line give one buddy a bare hold chokehold. The ref was standing right there. No whistle. You know, hey, but I saw the same thing on the Patriots. I can't be mad. I was benefiting from it for a while, so I can't be upset at it. I'm just gonna call it like I see it, though. I'm not gonna act like I didn't see that. But all in all, great week of football. Can't believe the Browns won. That one got me. That one got me. And here we are. Week 3, and the Vikings are 3-0. Huh? I don't know football, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize for Viking bashing at the beginning of the season. Because my oh my, I didn't see any of this coming. 3-0, and they're playing good football. So I got me. Caden, get right to work. My boy get right to work. Let's see. Morning, my man. Let's see. I'm 2-1, so am I. Let's see, full PPR league, but my running back 2, Rashad White, is falling down the rankings with Bucky Irvin taking more snaps. That's not good. We don't like seeing stuff like that. Okay. That being said, what would you say about me trading away? Let's see. Who would you trade? Rashad White and Jacoby Myers to receive Jordan Mason and Darnell Mooney. You can try. Let me see something real quick. You know, Coach got to go to the numbers. Let's see. I want to see what Who am I looking for? Jordan Mason. I want to go look at some Jordan Mason numbers real quick. Okay, here we go. Jordan Mason. And there's a reason why I'm looking Jordan Mason up. Because if those numbers are the same 3 weeks in a row, and they drop just a smidge, nothing. Let me see, 19 carries for 77 yards, 4 yards a carry. It's not bad. But he didn't have a touchdown at all that day, so he only had 10 points. New England next. All right, so look, I'm gonna tell you, make this trade, right? It might get rejected but he might not be wanting to give up Jordan Mason. Now you might have to sweeten the pot with one. You might have to do a 3 for 2 because you're getting. I'm telling you right now, you're stealing right now is what you're doing, getting Jordan Mason and Darnell Mooney. So what Coach say? I love the connection to Mooney and Cousins. I've been saying it all. I've been saying it when he got traded over there or picked up over there. When Cousins went over there, I said everybody's gonna be happy with Cousins over there. He can throw football. So I'm like, that's a good push to want Daryl Mooney and Jordan, but you may have to give up one more player for 3 for 2 for taking Jordan Mason and Mooney because Mooney stuff's gonna skyrocket. So it's a great opportunity for you to steal him right now. But again, you may have to do a 3 for 2 deal. Boss man, what's good? Coach, what's up? Feeling low. Teddy, you took an L. You were right there, Teddy. You was right there. You was teasing it. You had him scared, and Joe just probably came and just punched you in the mouth with James Cook. I saw it coming, Teddy. You were close, man. You was right there. You was right there. Oh man. CMC is sounding like he sounded like a train wreck of an injury, and now he overseas in Germany. I can see how Mason leading the backfield from Madrid to say, yeah, that's why you may have to lose one other person to get a Jordan Mason, especially with Rashad White, like you said, declining. But you're catching the decline, hopefully, before somebody else is catching the decline. Hopefully, anybody watching Coach's show while we talking, and then hopefully, I want you to know, I want people to know I'm here, but then it's just like I don't want everybody to know because how can you make moves and deals with everybody watching Coach? Which, by the way, is going to end up happening eventually, people. The help extends a long way. Pretty soon, everybody's going to be watching Coach, so ain't no secrets coming. Oh, man. But like I said, that boy put his face on that Madden cover, and right then and then I called it. I said, that bye week after training camp, and he just popped up with an injury. Bad Kurt said, stung him. I said, I bet you he don't play week 1. And where he been? I don't play with curses. Oh, you had the Zach Moss. So, that's crazy. Nail biter. It was a nail biter. I got to check on Kev, bro. I think that boy fell. He got drunk because he fell to 5-3-0 or 0-3. I hope he didn't hit that bottle too hard, man. It can fantasy football do that to you now. It puts you on that bottle. You better stop. It's a construct of nerve-wracking fear, cockiness. We ain't gonna say confidence. It's cocky. You can be confident if you want. You got to be cocky in fantasy football. Okay. You want to know why? You had to be cocky to put Juwan Jennings in your lineup yesterday, or the day before on Sunday. With just for the simple fact, who knew he was gonna put up 40? Nobody knew he was gonna put up 40. He was supposed to come in that game to be a security blanket. Boy, they put up 40 points in fantasy. 11 catches, 175 yards. I think 3 touchdowns. But he went nuts. So If you put Jawan Jennings in, hey, kudos, because I didn't see that. That's about me. That's me telling you I'm putting Witten in from the Rams, and I'm not expecting them numbers, but Buddy couldn't even get me close to nothing like that. So you see what I'm saying? Like it's the same process of thinking of putting somebody in that you're hoping, and then you get results like you did for Jawan Jennings. He ain't gonna do it again next week. Not gonna happen. There wasn't no tape on him this week though. You guys got another thing. You got to pay attention to that. When players come in, if they're good, and if defenses don't have much on them, yeah, they can get away with a little bit. Like Jawan Jennings got away with a lot yesterday because there's just no tape on the kid. Now you got tape on him. Now you see what kind of routes he likes to run. You see where Purdy's head turns. It sucks because now Purdy dealing with a back injury. Ooh. And I know we were supposed to do Coach's Couch as a segment. The injuries are falling all over the place. Coach can't keep up. It'll come. I don't think it could be a weekly segment. I think I'm just gonna have like a special with all the Coach Couch members because, bro, they're falling like flies right now. So I'm trying to catch up with all the names that have fallen to injuries. But that's why I haven't had a segment each week because it's a lot of players, bro. Every time I get comfortable with what I want to say about the ones I have, 5 more drop. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go find all these people, figure out what the injury is, how long I'm gonna be out. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Mark. Like I said, he was already point leader until yesterday when I saw a dude had like 172 at one point. I was like, oh my God. See, he's getting the greens, Mark. No, hey, don't get sucked into your undefeatedness. You and cause I think you and Joe undefeated. Don't get sucked into that. Nice accolade. Don't make it a great one. Me ready to start shuffling you two specifically because you're 3-0 and you have dominant teams. They're dominant. However, you guys got pieces you can move to keep your team afloat for the rest of the season. So that means you may lose a couple games here and there. Oh, you're 2-1. Okay, you're not undefeated. So you're good, Mark. So it's you, Joe. You don't get sucked into being undefeated. You got some place. I give you a piece right now, bro. I give you a piece right now that you trade away and you can get commodity for a bench because you need a little work down there, right? Chris Olave. You got receivers. You got great running backs. Or DK Metcalf. Chris Olave or DK Metcalf. One of them are on a real high right now. It's a great 1 for 2. You can get rid of them and get you a running back and a receiver out of that. Or you stay stingy like Coach, ride your team. I ain't gonna never not say that now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ooh. So that means, Joe, if you're the only undefeated team and you lose to Mark, you both will be 3-1. However, Mark will be in first place because he beat you and he'll have I think he has the highest point percentage right now. So that's a big game next week in week 4. You see how I love this. I love fantasy. I love it. Coach, how did Coach do? Well, I won. What you mean I do? Crazy. You thought I was gonna lose? You know who my team is? Come on, let's review, shall we? We have no, I don't want that. I know I won. I think I had 154. 154. I put up 154 points. Why? Because I had Green Bay defense. That was a beautiful 21 points right there. Yes, sir. Let's see. Week 3. We started Josh Allen, of course. God of fantasy football. That's a must. 30.92 points. Buddy went nuts yesterday. I enjoyed that. 47-10. We need to keep that going. Tank there had a little bit of 11 points. It was all right. He didn't put in what I would have wanted, but I'll take it. What did he have? He had 5 receptions for 62 yards. I'll take it. They don't have much options in Houston right now, so that bodes well for Tank Dell. I'm okay with that. Jaden Reed, Green Bay won. He gave me the little 10 points. I'll take it. Okay. Jahmyr Gibbs, 16. Kyron Williams, 31. Boy went nuts. Kyle Pitts, 7. It's coming. I'm more confident about it's coming than it was before he was here. Brian Thomas, 9. Rough game, and he still got 9. I think he might have been leading receiver yesterday. And Darnell Mooney. Yeah, Darnell Mooney. 14 points. I liked it. Could have had more. I think he couldn't get to the end zone on one of them. He had it. He couldn't get to the end zone on one of them. It's okay. Instead of them running the ball in the end, I thought they would have passed it and gave it to Darnell Mooney for another touchdown. I wouldn't have ran the ball in that situation. It is what it is. And then again, a blossom of 21 beautiful points from the Green Bay defense, which gave me a total of 154 to who did I beat? Madden 2004 soundtrack. That's so cool. Who had 112? Yeah, he didn't stand a chance. And now week 4, and he had Sam Darnold. I went up against Sam Darnold. Ooh. So week 4 is going to be a nice one. I should hopefully walk away with a win, but I don't know. He got Derrick Henry going up against Buffalo. He's got T. Higgins against Carolina. Of course, he's got Patrick Mahomes. So I don't know. We'll see. It's he's got a couple injuries like Odell and Puka. So we'll see. I like my team. I don't stray away. Yeah, you don't know something funny about my team? I don't think I started putting Trey Benson on the bench from after, because I didn't play him week 1. I just had him in my lineup for the draft, and then I changed it. He'll get his. He'll get his. But outside of that, I haven't changed my roster. Outside of switching the defense every week, I haven't done anything to my roster. Every player has sat in the same spot all week. I didn't move one up to the one and move that. Darren Mooney got more points than Tank Dell, and I keep Darren Mooney in the flex. What difference does it make? They're both receivers. They're going to give me the numbers regardless. What I need to move one up here for? Well, you need to see him better. No, I like the surprise down low. So no, I don't. It's week 3. What moves? If I can't find nothing on the waiver wire, what moves am I really needing to make? Like, seriously? The only moves I need to make is if I can find something on the wire right now. I'm not trading anybody away. You want somebody on my roster? I hope you got the gift of gold, because ain't nobody coming off my team unless you got it. Let's see. Okay, so Vaughn. So Vaughn came back? No way. Let me go look. No way. He was losing. That's a good comeback win right there. Let's see. Let's go to the teams. Let's go. Let's see. Week 3. All right. So we have Jaden Full, Bossman Joe against MILF Hunters, 132, 126. You were so close, MILF Hunters. You were so close. You have taken, but you still ain't in last place. You still not last place. You took a 3-week loss, but you still not last place. You are 13th place. Oh, too bad we don't have the recaps. Don't worry. Those coach is going to do a show later today. Again, it'll be another special for the recaps. All right, so let's see. It's Command Time put up 200 points against Everything or Nothing. Whew. You got beat up, bro. You got beat up bad, bro. Like, even if this dude's defense scored 0 points or -8, you still would have got beat up. Even if his tight end couldn't get 5 measly little points, you got beat up real bad. Oh, man. It's about as bad as Zeke getting beat up by that trash can when he was running against it. That was horrible. That's how bad your points were against It's Command Time. So sorry. So sorry you had to deal with such a devastating and defeating loss. You got destroyed, my boy. I know I'm making a whole mess out of it. I'm sorry. It's our league. I can do what I want. I'm the commissioner. You know what I'm getting talked about? Win, baby. All right. Who won next? Your done son. He beat Zeke and Destroy 113, 101. Stat Stuffers won. All right. So you won one. Aha! That's what it was. You won by 8 points. But when I talk about that's a comeback after your, oh my God. Oriel McMurray, how are you feeling right now? How? How are you feeling? You capped out at 117 and you got beat 118, 117. That's gotta suck. Oh, look at Kev with the comeback, yo. He was losing too. I thought he only had like 84 points to 119 or something crazy like that. And he is finishing 134, not falling to 0-3. Good job, Kev. Good job. Stone Cold said so, beating Dak We Trust 157 to 140. That must have been a nail biter of a game. Look at the point 140, 157. That's a nail biter. Nah. Dave. Oh, AJ with the comeback. No. Oh no, AJ with the comeback. Hey, AJ, he couldn't handle he can't handle Tomo. He owned Tomo, but I don't know, Dave. He took you out, Dave. He took you out. And them some ugly points, bro. That's a nail biter. Really? 149.74 to 149.28. Bruh, let's do the math, Dave, because for a whole week I have to bother you. I'm sorry. I'm plugging in the numbers, okay? Just hold on for a second. Hold what you got. Okay? Minus 149.28. He beat you by a whopping 0.46 points. That's gotta suck, bro. That you lost less than 50 cents. That's gotta suck. Not even half a dollar. That sucks. I hate losing like that. I hate being the winner that loses to points that don't matter. To 0.46. That's gotta suck. That almost makes you feel like your 49ers, how they about to feel right now with all these injuries. No, that's like that. You have to live with this, Dave. You have to live the rest of your life knowing you got beat by 0.46 points. Not a point, not 4 points. You didn't even get destroyed like everything or nothing. At least he knew his loss was coming. He saw it from the minute Sunday started. He had no chance. Dude, you had to. Where's your team? Because you had to wait. You had to look at you had to follow players most likely all the way to the end of the button, to the last zero. And that loss 49.74. So I can't wait to see what the recap got to say. I can't see what the report got to say about this one. That's ugly loss. I'm shooting bullets in the air. I'm cutting pillowcases. I'm violent. You know, with a loss like this. Like you telling me somebody on my team couldn't scramble 50 points? Someone couldn't catch 5 yards? Someone couldn't run 8 yards? You Woo! It get like that, bro. It get like that. It get like that. No, Lamar, don't laugh. Don't laugh. No. Oh, hey, Coach Cupboard. I won. I'm 2-1. Ain't no swan song for me. But you know what? When you lose like that, there's only one sound voice. You do get this one.
Bruh.
You do get that one, but man, Where you at? Where you at? No, you do get this one too. That's one for you. That one's for you, Dave. That I know that's how you feeling right now. That oh man. Joe, you know what you get?
Light the beam.
Oh man. Sorry, Dave. I'm so sorry, Dave. Hey. 46 points. Led you to lose. AJ, 149.74. So 149.28. It's gonna be a rough week, Dave. It's gonna be a rough week. Your 49ers ain't doing too good. With injuries, you know, they're hurting right now. Then you take that ugly loss. And that's with Purdy putting up 30 points for you. Then you had to deal with that. So I'm not sure what to say, bruh. I'm not sure what to say. Jesus, like who's the villain here? You can't make AJ the villain. He won, right? But it's the fact that you lost. Your team just couldn't cough up 0.8 points. I know the feeling, bro. Trust me. I watched Josh Allen only throw eight points last week. I lost. I was okay. My quarterback, my third round pick, who I said should be hitting 30 points, which he did week 1, didn't do week 2. I lost. I took that L, but you can't sit here and tell me I'm supposed to be okay. Bruh, you put up 149 points. You know how it is to put up 112 points in fantasy? You put up 149, and then the other guy you supposed to beat just said, here, let me scoop past you with my 0.46 real quick. You stay over there at 0.28. I'm sorry, bro. Like, come on, like this. It's one of them L's. It hurts. It hurts. You shouldn't have lost that way. You had no business losing that way. And yet and still you lost by 0.46. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It happens to us. It happens to the best of us, man. All right, Smitty, where we at? Coach done playing around. You need help at running back. Let's see. Who should I trade for? Who you have? Who's available for you, Smitty? Who are you looking at on somebody's roster that can help your roster? And then who are you looking at coughing up that you can be okay with leaving, giving away to another team? If you want to help them to help you, that's all right. If you can find you a lopsided way to come on top, that's the goal. Okay. But don't be an illegal me. You do that shit, you do that, I'm a veto. I'm a vote against. Nah, man, I saw a trade last night. Right? Dude want Willie to give up Jaden Daniels, and who was the other receiver? I think it was Darnell Mooney. And he was gonna give Willie Sam Darnold. The little boy in KC that everybody think can run the football, the white boy with the hair. No, don't do that. And then some other players, the 3 for 2, but the 3 players he was trying to take for the 2 was all crap. It was all crap. I said, no, man, we got $500. We got $560 on line. Denied. You not finna go lopsided on me. No, sir. I checked my trade transactions. I don't think so. I'm gonna deny that. You just trying to put Willie damn near. You just trying to bury Willie. Take all his players. Nah, pimp. Yeah, my team this week was tough. Don't cut. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Good morning. How you doing, champ? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Let's see. Glad the Commanders got the win against the Bengals. Woo! Bengals, bro. They are. I don't know what you want me to say about the Bengals. I can't call it right now. They forced. Were they 0-3 or did they have one? Like 0-3 because they lost to Kansas City. They're 0-3 right now. They are 0. Hey, not even Lamar fell to 0-3. He said, "No, sir, I'm not doing that." I hope I made the right pick with Lamar. I can't remember if I made the Lamar pick or if I made the other pick. Cowboys. Not sure. Hopefully I didn't pick the Cowboys, but he ain't go 0-3. So I don't know what's going on over there. Look, Coach came on here many times and told you if I thought a person was overrated, if I thought the person wasn't what they wasn't what they expected. I came on here and told you, what everybody thought about Russell Wilson, I never thought of. I always thought about him being an average guy who had the number one defense in the NFL, who had the number one running back in the NFL, and who had, yes, because this is very important, because this is how you, collect points, the number one kicker in the NFL. So if you have the number one running back, all you have to do is game manage passes. You have the number one defense that keeps you in great field position. I don't know. That's a lot of 40-yard field goals in my eyes. That's a lot of drives staying open with Marshawn Lynch in my eyes. Last time I checked, the minute Marshawn Lynch left and the minute they didn't have a running back, the minute they didn't have a kicker, and the minute they didn't have a number one defense, ooh, Seattle. Woo. That is stinky over there. What difference was the Russell magic, right? He was what? He showed up in the fourth quarter and went nuts, right? What difference was Russell's magic from said that of, I don't know, Tim Tebow? What was the complaint? He didn't show up for 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, here you go. So what? His numbers look better than Tebow, so it's different. No, it ain't different. It ain't different. He didn't play 4 quarters of football. He played 4 quarters of football when he had a running back, a defense, and a kicker. When he didn't have those things, he didn't play 4 quarters of football. He played fourth quarter magic, and that's what we got out of Russell. Now he goes to Denver and looks like poo. Now he comes over here and he's losing his job to Justin Fields. Like, I call it like I see it. Jadeveon Clowney, trash. Where's Chase Young? Lineman, if you're a defensive end and you're going to look me in the face, tell me you're a defensive end, okay. Don't make sure I see you get beat up by one offensive lineman. Like, you're not a defensive end if you can get beat up by one offensive lineman. I'm sorry, you're not. Look at Aiden Hutchinson. He's destroying the defensive offensive line. Look at T.J. Watt destroying offensive line. Look at Jerry Judon. One man. These are one men. And when I say destroying, they're blowing through 2 people to get to their guy that they got to go get. That's a defensive end. You got to be able to take on a double team, pimp. If you can't take it on, don't come talk to me about a defense. Go play defensive tackle. Go play linebacker if you can run. But don't come talk to me about defensive end if you can't take on a double team. That leads us to Burrow. So he comes in rookie year. What happens to him? Injured. He comes out the second year. What happens to him? Injured. I think it was his 3rd year. He was healthy. He went to the Super Bowl. Come out his 4th year. Injured. He was 5 years now. He got paid. Okay. Highest paid quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, at the time. Where? They're 0-3. This is what you paid. All that. I know I ain't supposed to be on here talking about contract because the money flow different now because this is a new age of football and all that yada 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 yada. But what was he supposed to be? The next great hope? I thought that was Lawrence. Sorry. I thought that was Josh Allen. What do y'all want, NFL? What do you want? Because the NFL is changing. Mobile quarterbacks have changed the game. Pocket quarterbacks aren't the hit anymore. I mean, you can do it, but you got to be able to move. And okay, 2nd year he went to Super Bowl. 3rd year he got re-injured. You're right. Or had that injury scare, got paid, and then got actually injured. So I just I don't know. I personally, he went to LSU, had wonderful receivers. It's not like he's doing it like they had to go get one of them for Burrow. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, are you saying he couldn't do this without him? Are you telling me Burrow can't play football without Chase? Because it's starting to kind of seem that way. Me personally, I feel like Chase has been trying to get out of there right now because he ain't getting his money. I don't know what I'm supposed to see in Burrow outside of injuries and inconsistencies. What we gonna blame the line? We gonna blame the offensive coordinator this time? We're gonna blame the receivers this time? Who do we blame now? Like who is the blame? Because all this he won Super Bowl, I get it, and he hasn't really been in the playoffs since. Like he hadn't been deep in the playoffs since that Super Bowl run. Eagles at least can get to the second round since the Super Bowl. We can confidently say with Eagles with a strong regular season, they're going to be a team to deal with in the Super Bowl. Same with San Fran, even with the injuries. If they limp that behind into the playoffs, they're going to be a problem to deal with. We're not saying that about the Bengals, bro. We're not at all. And right now, they're the last in the division. They are behind Justin Fields and Watson, because Watson won. And he put up 15 points, but he won. So when are we gonna stop buying into Burrow? Honestly, because I haven't bought into Burrow. I haven't bought into Trevor Lawrence, and I'm off Herbert. None of these three dudes, all this money they got, and it looks like it just looks like bad football and no leadership from either one of them. Lamar Jackson, we know, can do what? Put the game on his back and say, "Nah, we doing it this way. Come on, let's go win this game." Derek Carr out here with the Saints putting the game on his back. Sam Darnold, who we basically said it is over for him. He's 3-0 with the Vikings. You want to know what the look at the Seahawks. Look at the Seahawks. You know what the commonality is? They got money spread around the team because not one person is holding a lot of it. So that's why these teams look better than people that have money. It's simple. Their money went other places right now. Will it happen to them? Yeah, if they become winners and they're getting super. It happens to every team. You got to make changes because you got to pay people. But y'all pay people who haven't done anything and set that as a standard. This is the football you get. They're not getting 40-something touchdowns from a lot of quarterbacks anymore. Standard is 36. These quarterbacks are only throwing 2 touchdowns a game. They're not doing 3-4 touchdowns a game like they used to. And mind you, here's the funny thing about that. It wasn't even a passing league back then. It was still running backs. Ain't that something? This is a passing league. We are lining up 4 wide receivers at a time. And we're only throwing 30-something touchdowns? Something don't seem right about that. Just saying. But, yeah, I'm off Burrow. Let's see, what we also got in the chat. The Bengals extra point at the end of the game gave So you lost to a kicker? That's even, it just keeps getting worse, Dave. It keeps getting worse. Lamar, I need the help. I need to help you, brother, out special. What you got, my guy? I got you. What you got? Let's see. I got Kelsey finishing the year strong, even though it's slow start. Smart or dumb gamble? No, it's fine. He's. I'm a big conspiracy guy. I love listening to conspiracy. I love reading about conspiracy. There is a conspiracy out there that this paid relationship with Taylor Swift is set to take an ugly turn. However, we all do know, doesn't matter what happens. Basically, the setup relationship is because she's gonna have songs about Kelsey, and it's gonna be a breakup. Part of the breakup is gonna be due to the fact that not like he playing bad and that's why they broke up. It could be whatever they're like. There's basically is a whole conspiracy that this is all a setup with Taylor and Kelsey, which includes him playing bad. So for you, no, it's not a bad gamble because he will pick it up. I would find another tight end right now until you start to see Travis Kelsey go up. I might start having to pull him out my lineup. I don't know what's going on with it right now, but I did see this posted report of said official document that this is arranged, basically, and that Kelsey will get proceeds from all the songs and all that stuff at the end of the day. It's a business. All of it, Hollywood, is all business, no matter what y'all think. I thought that relationship just sprung out of somewhere. Yeah, really, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey, love match made in heaven. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. But anyway, I think it's okay. I would still have you picked up Bruce Irving ahead of time too. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So as long as you got you still got Isaiah Likely. I don't know if Likely's numbers are dropping though, due to the fact that the ball is going different ways right now. And you still have Kincaid. Yeah. Yeah, again, fantasy football is long, bro. Like you can't what we don't want to do is go 0-4, but we can still save a season at 0-4. Okay. We don't want to go. We can't go past 0-4. If we go past 0-4, it's done. All we're doing now, we're playing to stay out of last place. Okay. But if you're 0-3 right now, 1-2, you got so much time in fantasy. It's not even funny. Don't even look at the placements, which though, however, in our league, we about to go look at. So you traded Likely and Jaden Green for Kelsey. Ooh. That was a big gamble. I didn't know that's what you traded. Okay. Yeah. So maybe you're on the same wavelength as I am. Commish hold me to pass. What you mean? What you mean, Teddy? What if you 3-0? Tell me you late. I've already expressed my 3-0 enthusiasm for you. No, what we're on now is how AJ decapitated Dave by 0.46 points. Last year 32nd pick, then this year with the points for carry. Teddy, I had excuses. Teddy. Okay, look here. I get it. Joe got us on the 32nd, but look here now. It don't take but 40 seconds to pick a player. You gotta have your cue ready. You gotta have your mind ready. Was it a blow? It was right in the gut. But hey, this fantasy. This ain't about friendliness. Really, Thomas? You know what? No. You know what? Where is it? Tom ain't finna come for me like that. Where you at? Yes, you beat Zeke in the Stroy 113-101, holding on to your undefeatedness. I don't have any recap words yet. I'm waiting on that report. When that comes out, I'll be doing that later today. There will be a recap special later today. Oh, no, it won't. No, it won't. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, R2L Fantasy Recap is here, baby. Let's go. We're going to take us a quick commercial break. And we coming back, and we're reading off some wonderful story time with Coach. I'm so excited. I hope you guys too. Where's my doggone commercial break banner? Where you at? Y'all be right back, all right?
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine that can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from a wonderful commercial break. I hope you had the time to get you some water, take a pee break, because right now it is time for Coach's R2L Fantasy Recap. Let's go. Let's get right into it. I love this part of the show. This is something new we started this year for R2L, and it is going to continue as long as Coach is running the show. This ain't going nowhere. So let's get started, shall we? First up, in Coach's R2L recap, we have Jaden Full versus MILF Hunters. Jaden Full pulls off a comeback over MILF Hunters. Nabs first place. Oh, they added a mid-season to this. He nabbed first place. Not you, Tomo. Sorry. Jaden Full turned in a strong primetime performance with 50.90 points on Monday Night Football to pick up the comeback victory over MILF Hunters 132-126. The late heroics were especially impressive as they were originally projected to tally just 22.72 points on Monday night. Jaden Full was led by Zach Moss, who provided 26.70 points to the effort, 58 rushing yards, 39 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. Jaden Full, 3-0, 431.02 points, climbs into first place, while MILF Hunters 0-3. Ooh. 358 points, stays. He didn't even leave. He didn't go nowhere. He stayed in 13th place. There was one player on MILF Hunters that failed to capitalize on opportunities, even though Devontae Adams saw a total of 9 targets. He only reeled in 4. Ooh. Jaden Full gets a challenge next week. Oh, I like how they threw that in there. When they go up against It's Command Time, 2-1, 512 total points, who averages a league-leading 170.96 points per game. You in trouble, Joe. They tell you Mark got that big leg. It's hard to capitalize. All right. MILF Hunters gets your done, son. Oh. MILF Hunters. Really, Tomo gonna be 4-0 MILF Hunters? I'm sorry, because your team, you gotta make. It's late. It's already Tuesday. I don't know if the trade's gonna go through. I don't know if you can do it right now. Oh man. Oh. Well, we'll get to that point when it gets here. But great job, Jaden Full, going 3-0. MILF Hunters, you got some work to do. It's 0-3. You got work to do. You almost became 1-2. Almost. All right, next up we have It's Command Time versus Everything or Nothing. It's Command Time. Hold on. Let me go to the comments real quick before I read what I just. I need to make sure there are no fantasy questions before we get into these recaps. What I just read, I'm gonna have to repeat it again. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, everybody here for the recap. Adam pissed you. I told you to stay away from Adams. Well, 2 Monday nights have taken you out. That's bad for business. That really is. All right. All right. Let's get to this. Can't believe what I just saw. It's command time. Throat punches, everything or nothing. Just right in the Adams. Drops them to 10th place. They really said throat punch. I mean, 298. Buddy could have had 201. That's to 121 flat. All right, it's command time. Logged the highest point total this season. Drumming, everything or nothing. They had more words to this beatdown. 298 to 121. Its command time took a 40-point lead on Sunday afternoon and held the lead throughout the matchup. It's like an NBA score, bro. You just you couldn't catch up. It was one of the biggest. It was one of the biggest beatdowns today. With the 79.98 point margin being the highest recorded in the league this season. Oh, man. I'm talking about when they pour it on you, it rains hard. Everything or nothing, 1 and 2, total points of 382, drops to 10th place, and its command time 2 and 1, with a 512 point lead, total points, 512 total points, remains in 4th place, which is very dangerous, Joe. Because if you lose, he jumps in the first, I think. Because you'll both be 3 and 1, and he beat the first place person, so I believe that will jump him in the first place. So, boy, do y'all got a lot to go through this week. Its command time was on point in the backfield as they started 2 of the league's top 10 overall running backs this week, including Williams, so did I, who was second best overall. In week 4, its command time takes on Jaden Full 3-0, while everything or nothing faces Stat Stuffers 3-0. No, so I take that back. If Stat Stuffers stays 3-0, or Tomo, one of those two guys will jump in the first place. If you lose, Joe. If you lose. I think you'll drop in the second, and then I think Mark will end up being Mark will be second and you'll be third. Depending on how many people are left undefeated. So we're gonna go over the leaderboard in a minute here too. Next up. He been waiting all day. You done, son. Beats Zeke and Destroy. You done, son, beats Zeke and Destroy. Streak climbs to 3. Zeke and Destroy had trouble scoring points this week and lost to your done, son, 113 to 101. It happens, Zeke and Destroy. Sometimes our guys just don't kick out the points we need. This win was revenge for a loss to Zeke and Destroy in their last meeting just this season. And so now, not only is Tomo on a 3-0 against AJ, not only is Tomo on a 3-0 in the season, now Tomo is on the comeback track. Revenge. Look at that. Look at that. They just accolade you, Tomo. Hey, if you're looking good with it, I'm a coach go sweeten the pot. That's just the way I like to do it. You feel me? If you're getting beat down, well, you're just gonna be like Teddy. Well, I don't know. No, Teddy ain't even the punching bag today. That status goes to 2 different people. We got everything or nothing. And bang bang. 9 of them gang. They got gang for 46 points. All right. So it was revenge, and he won. Bijan Robinson led Zeke and Destroy with 21 points, while the Green Bay Packers defense racked up 21 points. Your done, son, 3-0, falls to second place. And Zeke and Destroy drops to 12th place. So you're in second place, Tomo. So yeah, if you win next week and Joe loses to Mark, Tomo is now riding first place. Tied with, I think, with Vaughn if Vaughn wins again as well. All right, you're done, son. Oh, wait. Bijan Robinson and DeAndre Swift had plenty of chances for Zeke and Destroy, but they logged just 94 yards on 33 combined touches between them. Pretty ugly. Your done son takes on MILF Hunters 0-3 in week 4, while Zeke and Destroy matches up against Literal Kev Caw. All right, who's next up? Stat Stuffers versus Oreo McMurray. This was another nail biter. Stat Stuffers pulls off a comeback over Oreo McMurray for third consecutive win. Ooh. Stat Stuffers was clutch with 37.50 points on Sunday Night Football and 31.86 on Monday night to sneak past Oreo McMurray 118-117. Here is why. This is very important. What did I tell y'all about Stat Stuffers? I said if he takes even one hit, it could crush his team. It did crush his team, and he still pulled out 1 point more than a team who wasn't. Remember, I said he was a top-heavy team. His top-heavy player was Tyreek Hill. With everyone else he has, Tyreek only has 7. It's going to be rough. I told you. He's beatable at this state, and if you don't take advantage of it, he going to still get you 118, 117. I'm telling you, he has a very vulnerable roster right now. It was top heavy, but I said when he take hits, you can capitalize. You just gotta. Your team just has to outscore where he's hurting. It just could not. 1 point. 1 point. All right. The late heroics were a bit unexpected since they were projected to have just 25.62 points on Sunday night and only 21.17 on Monday. Stat Stuffers was led by Joe Burrow, 324 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Cincinnati Bengals passed for 324 yards and contributed all 31 of the teams on Monday Night Football to the matchup. That's where the win came from. Oreo McMurray got 0 points from Juwan Johnson. Why, oh why do you still have that trash on your team? I told y'all let Juwan Jennings go. Y'all got excited over that one measly little game. And this is the second game he has given you 0 points. Stop playing Juwan Johnson. He's not good. He's not good, bro. Stop it. Or keep taking L's. It's your choice. Let's see. Which might have made a difference. I know it would have. He had 0 points. He lost by 1. If the sorry dude could have at least scrambled a catch with, I don't know, 7 yards, there's the win. Couldn't even do that. The 1.38 point win represents the second tightest in the league this year as well. Yeah, because we know who the first tightest is. That's by 0.46. Dave, I haven't seen you all morning, Dave. Where you at? There were a few players in the matches that had plenty of chances but didn't capitalize on opportunities. On the winning side, Josh Jacobs and James Conner got 25 total touches but only tallied 73 all-purpose yards between them. For Oreo McMurray, Rashad White managed just 35 yards on 11 touches. Stat Stuffers plays everything or nothing, 1 and 2 next week, while Oreo McMurray gets Custom Cold Sitso. It's getting pretty ugly in this league, man. It's getting there. It's getting there. All right. Literal Kev pulls off comeback over Mays Corner to capture 7th place. Oh, we're climbing into playoff numbers. Literal Kev Caw had an excellent primetime showing with 30.38 points on Sunday Night Football and 48.50 points on Monday, a combined 59% of their total score, to pick up a comeback victory over Mays Corner, 134-78 to 119-26. Literal Kev was led by Jamar Chase's 118 yards and 2 touchdowns, which was amazing because without that, if Chase was playing like I want to be traded, you lose, buddy. Chase scored 2 touchdowns and contributed 29.80 points to the cause. Adding insult to injury, Mays Corner had a starter score, 0 points. Mark Andrews. Ooh, that's ugly. Mark is not the same Mark he used to be. People, I'm going to say it now. It might be time to let Mark Andrews go. Little Kev climbed into 7th place while Mays Corner drops to 11th place. Brian Robinson had plenty of chances for Little Kev Kaka, but logged in just 37 total yards on 17 touches. Next week, Little Kev Kaka takes on Zeke and Destroy, while Mays Corner matches up against Bang Bang. We got off point 46. Oh, Bang Bang! That's a shot to the that is like, oh my goodness, you got shot by point 46 bullets. Woo! Coach, stop. All right, who's next? Cause Stone Cold said so. Takes on In Dak We Trust. Woo! Cardo, buddy. We got to get out of last place, buddy. It's How are we 0-3, my guy? No. How are we 0-3? Jeez. Terry McLaurin finally went off. That's why. I was trying to see what the difference was. Oh, you get Tyler Lockett versus Zach Cabernet. Eesh, that's ugly. All right, so cuz Stone Cold said so, snatches. He just took it right out your heart. Went from In Dak We Trust, moves up to 6th place. That's playoff numbers. Cuz Stone Cold said so was clutch in prime time with 61.92 points on Monday Night Football. 39% of their total score to steal the win In Dak We Trust, 157-140. The late heroics were impressive since they were originally projected to play only 34.22 points on Monday night. Because Stone Cold said so was led by Josh Allen, the god of fantasy football. This week, 263 yards passing, 44 rushing yards, 4 total touchdowns. The Buffalo quarterback passed for 4 touchdowns and provided 41.92 points to the effort. Zach Cabernet also chipped in 34 points by getting 2 touchdowns, 91 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. To make matters worse, yes, it makes matters worse. And Dak We Trust got 0 points from Jordan Love. What? That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. You had why? I don't think Ricardo was lineup ready. That's what that was. I think there was one thing going on. I don't think he was lineup ready, and that's okay. Sometimes life hits us, guys. Sometimes life hits us right in the mouth, and during them times, look, fantasy is fantasy. What's the loss a week? We come back, make some things. Things happen in life. You know what I mean? When a person like that, who I know, just leaves a Jordan Love who shouldn't be playing in their lineup like that, things is going on right now, and that's okay. So whatever you got going on, Cardo, you got my love. I hope you get through it. I know you've had some rough times the past couple of months, so I do hope that heart isn't too heavy. All right. I want you to know the family loves you. We want you to stay strong, my boy. All right. As a Bang Bang Niner game, I'm not sure what condolences you want because point 46 shots fired. Oh man. Redeem team comes back from behind to edge. You call that an edge? The edge Bang Bang Niner game. Redeem team got 29.20 points from Malik Neighbor, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 22.60 from Najee Harris, which was really good. 70 rushing yards. To edge, Bang Bang Niner game, 149.74 to 149.28. Redeem team came into Monday night's game facing a 30.24 deficit, but scored 30 30.70 for the comeback victory. Oh my God. He had a 30.24 deficit and lost by a 30.70 comeback. This matchup includes 3 lead changes, with the largest lead being 47.14 points after Sunday evening. You had a 47.14 lead point, and it got snatched away. The tight win was revenge. Oh, no. Now AJ gets to walk around with his revenge. This tight win was revenge for a loss to Bang Bang Niner Gang in their last meeting a season ago. Bang Bang Niner Gang 1 and 2 steps into 8th place, and Redeem Team remains in 5th. Dobbins had plenty of opportunity for Bang Bang Niner Gang, but could only manage 54 total points. Well, they went up against that Pittsburgh defense. That was not a right call to make. Redeem Team takes on Indak We Trust 0-3, which will now include his comeback tour. Because, I mean, Indak We Trust, buddy. Cardo, we hurting right now. We don't make some changes, bro. AJ coming for another win. And Bang Bang Niner Gang gets May's corner. All right, so Bang Bang Niner Gang, you can come back and go 2-2. Your team wasn't bad. Ayuk is killing you. That's the problem. Ayuk. Do you understand if you had anybody on your bench who I know on your bench has at least 10 points? You win. Oh my God. You didn't let it. Matter of fact, let's go look at your roster, Dave. That's what we gotta take it to the roster. Because I need to see who's on your bench that literally could have saved you from that 47.46 deficit. Oh. Yeah. Was it Mooney? It was Mooney. You should have started Mooney. You should have started Mooney over Ayuk. I think it's time to make that move. What do you think? Yeah, I think it would have been time to make that move. I think I would have started. I think I would have started Mooney over Ayuk, just for the simple fact Ayuk has been playing like booty lately. Like, what did he have last week? He had 48 yards. He got all that money. He got 48 yards. He can't. Yeah, you could have won with Mooney. The guy I've been harping about, I don't know, all year so far. Could have started Mooney. Mooney would have got you some money. All right. So let's get back to the chats. Hope you guys enjoyed the weekly recap this week. Some of y'all got some work to do. Some of y'all got some moves to make so you don't fall. And some of y'all are on a trajectory that might not get stopped. Like AJ is on a trajectory. Mark is on a trajectory. Joe is on a trajectory, but could be stopped by Mark. That's the funny part. Vaughn is on a trajectory, but he could be stopped. So let's look at these week 4 matchups. All right, so week 4. Again, we got Indak We Trust versus Redeem Team. May's Corner versus Bang Bang Niner Gang. Oreo McMurray versus Cause Stone Cold Said So. Zeke and Destroyer versus Literal Care. Everything or Nothing versus Stat Stuffers. And that might be a good win for Stat Stuffers. Your done son is on a dang on trajectory. Boy, finna go 4-0. He might put up the most points on Teddy this week. You know, I can't call it. I don't really know, but I'm just saying, like, Cam got so many. I mean, Tomo sitting on so many accolades right now. 3-0 against AJ. 3-0 in the season. On his revenge tour right now. Like, it's it's like Cam is just being. I mean, Tomo is just, it's like, that one that can't make a wrong mistake in fantasy football, and you're like, how? Like, how is it that no matter what this dude does, that is the grace Tomo is receiving from the fantasy gods right now. I promise you. I was looking for the person that just was receiving that kind of grace. It ain't you, Joe. Joe, you just making very smart, very intelligent moves. You listening to coach, I can tell. It's not that nobody else is listening, but you can just when somebody's just when you just being cradled by the fantasy god, there ain't nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with being helped by the gods by being in their corner. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I would love it. I had it a couple times and I got cocky because I felt I was better than them and they were taking wins away from me, even though I was still taking them from them. But it's okay. I work differently. But they're cradling Tomo right now, and he needs to sit back and enjoy it. He might win, and when I say cradle, he might be taken all the way to the playoffs, bro. Like, I'm looking at his team; it ain't the best. I'm sorry, but his players are putting up the right points. That's the thing. He has a team that's not filled with injuries. I don't have a team with injuries. My one injury right now is Tank Dell, who's questionable. While everybody had all these people falling to injuries, I'm like maneuvering between all of that. Certain things you just have to know when to stay away from if you know football, and certain players, if you know football, you got to take hits and go for something that you more confident that, nah, I don't like it, but I think I can. I think each week I can live with the results as long as they're always positive. You think Jalen Reed went off for 30 points week 1? He didn't do nothing week 2. He only got 11 points week 3. I still won. See what I'm saying? Why? Because strategically, what did I tell you guys? My third pick was who? The god of fantasy football. I am 0-3 right now if I don't have Josh Allen. With the way that I built my team this way because I knew who I wanted at my quarterback, Josh Allen. It's why I went running back. It's why I didn't go for a number 1 receiver with one of my first 3 picks. I know who I wanted at number 3, but I know what I needed to do at 1 and 2 because I know what then needs to come at 4, 5, and 6. Receivers and a tight end. I had to build a team. Knowing that I ain't got to worry about a kicker, I'll find me some flexes. Everybody's a flex. I ain't worried about that. I need sustainable people right now that can keep me through the season, and then I got some change. Man, don't draft people with the same bye weeks. There's strategies to all the stuff you guys got to have playing in your head. This is why it's important to sit at that draft table 30 minutes before the draft starts. 30 minutes. Why? So you can think. So you can get all that mock draft crap out of your head. I don't do mock drafts. If you guys y'all sit here and listen to Coach every week. I don't do mock drafts. Do y'all know that? Not one time have I sat down against a computer, against 8 other computers or 14 other computers and drafted. You want to know why? Because that's false information. You won't see half of those players that you drafted. You're drafted against an automation. You're drafting against a computer system that is literally only taking by the rankings while you're jumping all over the place, taking who you want. You will never, ever have success in fantasy football playing around with mock drafts. You play with mock drafts so you can see what the consensus is of where they're having people go. So you want to do multiple mock drafts, yeah. So you can see what the system has people going at. That helps you plan out your actual draft. But you can't base what you want to do off of mock draft. No. The mock draft is just to see the ranking numbers. After that, you gotta let that go, and you gotta go in that draft ready to go about what you want based on what you've seen, based on other information you have. It's a lot. It's a lot that go into this. And based on what you come over here listening to Coach tell you, stay away from Juwan Johnson. Go get Darryl Mooney. Go get Daryl Mooney. Go get Daryl Mooney. Go get Daryl Mooney. Darnell, I keep saying this. Go get Darnell Mooney. How many times did I have to keep telling y'all that? Go get Josh Jacobs. How many times did coach keep saying those two names? Y'all wanted sleepers, right? I didn't say draft them high. I said draft them low. But I said draft them, didn't I? How long have I been calling Josh Allen the god of fantasy football? And people still stay away from him in fantasy because they see what he can't do in the NFL. Don't do that. Fantasy is different from that. He puts up 4 touchdowns a game, right? Draft him. That's a third-round pick that puts up guaranteed numbers. Strategy, people. Strategy. All right, so what we got? I left Shakir on the bench. Poor yeah. It happens, guys. That happens to us. That happens. You got a lot of pieces, so that's good. And that's good that Shakir went off for you because now we might have to think about benching Hill, Vaughn. If Shakir can take that play, we might have to do it. Kenny, what we got, Kenny? Should I trade McLaurin, Montgomery, and Likely for Hill and Jacobs? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, as long as you have receivers, obviously, I'm assuming you do because you're only giving up McLaurin. Because you're giving up a receiver, a tight end, and a running back. And Montgomery, here's the thing. This is why I say yes. It's actually a fair trade for simple fact. Hill and Montgomery kind of play the same, right? The only up he's getting is he's getting a number one in Jacobs. That's the kicker. All of this is just so he can get Jacobs. So he's giving up a 3 for 2. He's getting in 2 running backs, which obviously that tells me his running back game is a little weak. So this is a very smart trade. And he's giving that person a tight end, a running back in Montgomery who was, okay, mind you, I took Jahmyr Gibbs with my first pick in a 14-team league. And guess who's outscoring Jahmyr Gibbs every week? Montgomery. And he's the number 2. It happens like that. So that is a very good trade. And McLaurin, especially with the game high he had yesterday, absolutely. And we're going to get more of McLaurin. You just don't need McLaurin, obviously, and have other kickers, other receivers. What you need is running back help, and you're getting that with both Hill and Jacobs. So, yes, I do like that trade. If this trade is for you, if this trade is against you, no, I don't like this trade. This is Adams' first bad week, and it's going to be a couple more. There's going to be a couple more, and in a way that I still think Davante Adams is going to get traded. I do. I still think he's going to get traded to the Jets, which is where he'll go get better. You know what I mean? But it's going to Gardner Minshew is not the answer. You know what I mean? And it's only going to look good for a little bit. To be honest with you, Teddy, if you need help other places, and if Davante Adams is a piece that you can be without, he might be a good trade option. Somebody else can deal with it. It's not that. Again, it's not that this was his only bad week, but you 0-3 with him having this bad week. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that's 1-1 or 2-1, 1-2, they can deal with that Davante Adams bad week. Their roster can sustain it. Your roster can't sustain that every week, bro. You either have to have Davante Adams go off so you can win, or he's not going to go off and you're going to lose. You can't handle that with your roster right now. So he might be a piece you might have to consider trading so that you can, again, he's a 1 for 2, meaning you trade him, you should be able to get 2 players in your lineup to help your team. He needs to keep his behind in last place. Who? Do I start Rodgers or Geno Smith? Good question. Let's go look. I want to go look at the matchup, which is why I said let's go look. All right, so quarterbacks this week. Rodgers, where are you at? You are here. You're playing against Denver. Okay, he's playing Denver. Geno, you are playing, and the numbers look good. Let's go look at Geno and see what his numbers look like. Where you at, Geno? You're playing Detroit. Yeah, I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. Here's why. Gino only had two interceptions against Miami, and Miami's defense ain't great. Detroit's defense is good, and they're at Detroit, so this is a road game. Gino has not scored over 17 points in the first 3 weeks, which his third week being 11. With those 2 interceptions, he has 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. His completion ratio is pretty good. Oops, excuse me. 72, 75, 76. So his completion ratio is really good. His quarterback numbers just aren't leadership numbers. I'm going Aaron Rodgers, bro. That's a leader. That's a commander. He is going up against Bo Nix and the Denver defense, but they're going to win, and Aaron Rodgers will have at least 25 points. He'll have 2 touchdowns for sure. Boy said change the name and gain the win. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's funny. Yes, Tomo. Yes, praise them because boy, oh boy, are you being taken care of? Everybody, I had it. I had it one year, and I think I won a championship that year. It's just something that happens to you and your team that you feel it. Like nothing can go wrong. You don't get me wrong. Someone's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. You know how he's gonna lose too? It's either gonna be he's gonna have like 60 points because like nobody did crap, or he's gonna lose because it's a bye week fiasco and he don't have any players because everybody's on a bye week. So he's gonna get blown out because everybody's on the backup, or he just basically just took the L and didn't put players in the slot because he don't have nobody. He's not gonna drop his players to pick up crap on the waiver wire just to play it that he's not gonna get any points for. So that's a loss that's inevitable. That like that's not even God control. Like nothing can, you just gonna eat because if you win out of that, all praise right there, bro. All praise. But like what I'm saying is when it's the roster set up the way he is right now, man, look, sometimes these guys just they like what they see. They like who they want to win. And right now, Tomo is just he's favored, and I'm gonna tell you why. Tomo shouldn't have won half of these games he's won already. I'm not saying his roster sucks. Let's just go back. Coach likes for people to just see it from his eyes. So look here. There was a point in this game in week 1 where Tomo was down and wasn't supposed to win. And somehow Redeem Team just stayed at the same point score while Indak we trust the way. It's just the way the ball climbed right over, rolled over him for the top for a little bit and said, bye. It's just that's God work right there, right? Then you go into week 2 because you don't really think about it in week 1. It was okay, 148, 120. You don't really think about it, right? But you look at his team, you can go look at his team and you're like, huh? He scored it? And that's the thing. Devin Singletary, 14 points. That's really it. Because everybody else should have scored. Like CD scored, Debo scored, Lamar scored. But he went up against Isaiah Pacheco, Najee Harris, Justin Jefferson, and Malik. Like he went up against more names that still scored. And it's just like that Dallas Cowboy defense. That's what it was week 1. Dallas Cowboy put him up that good 17. Again, who would have known Dallas Cowboy defense to eat like that in week 1? You don't really know with these defenses. I didn't know Green Bay was going to put up 21. I just felt the matchup was better. And Tomo was really good at figuring out matchups too, by the way. I don't know if anybody ever caught up to that. Here we go, another one, right? He just toppled May's corner. And it's like right when it got comfortable for the win, it just rolled. It just from 4 o'clock game. Like he beat May's corner. He beat him before 4 o'clock. He beat dude before 4 o'clock. Like it's like after 4 o'clock games, whatever he had there, it just rolled all the way through. He had already won before the 4 o'clock games even started. That's how bad it was. Then you go into week 3. And I said, that's just God. That's just the fantasy gods. It's just the way they pull the strings. And then this one, really 113 to 101. And mind you, the dude only won because in Dak We Trust had a quarterback in there with 0 points. He had Jordan Love. No, that's in Dak We Trust. Who does He Can Destroy have? That's Donnell. Who did you have, Donnell? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is how you know this is fantasy football God work right here. Let me just give it to you. There's no way you win a football game when the Green Bay Packers scored 21 and your Dallas Cowboys scored -1 and you still win? Come on, man. That's how you know. Look, if you facing Tone, I'm sorry I had to spill the beans. But if you are playing Tomo this year, understand you got to deal with the handicap that he got. Okay, he being cradled. Charge it to the game. Do what you want. But I don't know if he paid his dues. I don't know if he said a certain prayer. I don't know what Buddy did. But the fantasy guys have Tomos in their clutches, and Buddy is 3-0 in the weirdest way, and it's just gonna keep continuing. Because who he got next week? Milf Hunter. Unless the fantasy guys want to play a dirty joke on Tomo next week, he's 4-0. I know how to see into the future. He might go out in the first round, just like you might, hey, and that could happen. He could carry this team to greatness into the playoff out first round. That does happen. 2-1. All right, Taco, how we doing? Welcome. You 2-1. You got offered St. Brown plus Dobbins for Godwin and Kyron. Take it? No. You have Hurst, Kyron Connor, A.J. Brown, Godwin, Laporta, Mason on the bench, Pickens, Rome, Dotto, Algier. This is a 10-man team? Here's what I'm doing. Nothing. Okay, so here's what the problem is. A.J. Brown is out. You got to rock with Godwin unless I don't mind you taking Austin St. Brown. Here's who I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up Kyron Williams. Heck no. Dude, that is the only weapon that the Rams have right now, and he is literally showing that. His numbers have not depleted. They're growing. He is right now a 2-touchdown a game running back, and I'm loving that. So no. We don't. It's not a hot thing. It's not like, oh, let's ride high and trade. No. We don't call for commodities like that. You don't. That is hard to come by. No. We need to make roster moves so that way we may be handcuffing Williams back up in case something happens to him. But we're not coughing up Williams at all. No. Do we want St. Brown? It'd be nice. We might just have to rock with Godwin until A.J. Brown come back. Remember, the season is long. It's okay to take losses. We're here to win the championship, baby. We got money in the line. That's what we're here to win at the end. So we can't worry about stacking wins if that's what we're trying to do with these trades. You're 2-1. You got a good record. You might have to fall in 2-2. You might have to eat a little bit of losses while you wait on some of these injuries to come off, to come back. But I'm not giving up Kyron Williams for nobody. You know who you're going to have to give me for Kyron? You're going to give me, I don't know, You got to give me Justin Jefferson. You got to give me James Cook. You got to give me Josh Jacobs. You're gonna have to give me Saquon Barkley. Like there's some people I'm gonna want for Kyron Williams. That's other people's fault not thinking Kyron is the top running back. That's their fault. I only took him in the second round because I knew I was gonna get him on the turnaround when I took Jahmyr Gibbs with my first pick at number 9 in the 14-team league. I was lucky because I was scared I wasn't going, but hey, people did not believe Kyron Williams was the first round running back. So that's what I held on to, being able to get him in the second round. But no, I don't like this trade at all. I don't like it. Only because I'm not trying to give away Kyron Williams. And you're not really strong at running back. And I know Dobbins had a rough game, but that's the thing. Pay attention. Kyron Williams is depleted on his roster, and he's having great games with that O-line. Dobbins ran into a tough defense and came up short. Do you really want to deal with that every week? That you see a red. Here's my thing. If I see a red next to my running back, I'm playing him. Why? I have that much faith in Kyron Williams to at least get me a touchdown, at least give me 17 points against a tough defense. J.K. Dobbins, you falling shorter because he ain't Kyron Williams. Yeah, he looked good against bad defenses. He plays up against a red defense. Now here you got bad points when he goes up against Pittsburgh. So you don't want to deal with that on your roster. Keep your roster free of those things. I will start my running backs against the red because I see the damages that they do against the defenses that they play. They haven't fallen. So I'm holding on to Kyron if I can. Bigums, what we got? Trade Neighbors for Bijan, PPR. I have Amon-Ra and Marv as wide receivers. Yes. If you can get him for that 1-for-1, yes. Malik Neighbors is actually on a high right now, and I don't think that trajectory is going to stop. I do believe if you have Malik Neighbors right now, you're going to be happy because at least him and Daniel Jones got something going on. That's really good, especially for a rookie receiver. Goodness gracious. So yeah, if you can get him for the 1-on-1, I definitely make that trade. Because I do like you have Marvin Harris, and then you don't want 2 rookie receivers, right? Oh yeah, I would definitely make that trade. Hey Smitty, what we got? I got Jordan Love. I'm 1-2. Playing a guy this week that has Garrett Wilson. Would it be smartest for me to pick up Rodgers to try to take away those points? Yeah, if you got Rodgers on the if Rodgers is on the roster, on the bench, absolutely. Especially if you need a quarterback, you definitely pick up Rodgers. I have Rodgers getting 25 points this week against the defense that he's playing. Which could drop to 20 if he turns the ball over, but 20 points is better than 0 because Jordan Love ain't playing until next week. Let's see. Can't wait for Milk Hunters to smash. Let's see. Also, I have P. Let's see. Should I be picking up Chuba Hubbard or Bucky Irvin? I'll go with Chuba. I even said it last week. I wasn't big on Chuba. I haven't seen him do anything in the league, but the fairness is what quarterbacks has he really had to open up the offense and stuff like that. I didn't know what the Red Rocket was going to do. I wasn't big on the Red Rocket coming in. It was only one game, but in that one game, Chuba Hubbard had a big game because he had a quarterback that can throw the ball to open up the field. Big difference. So if he's available to pick up, yeah, pick him up. It can't hurt to pick up. You're not trading for him. It can't hurt to pick up if you got a roster spot to drop somebody and pick him up for. You know what I mean? Bucky Irving. Give me a second on Bucky. Let's see here. Trying to see his numbers real quick. Oh, this phone's taking forever. Let me try it this way. Because I know old buddy's numbers are dropping due to Bucky Irving. But let's see what damage Irving is actually doing. Because just because one is taking numbers away doesn't mean the other one is doing anything with those numbers. 9 carries, 70 yards, 3 receptions, 14 yards. Ooh. He also had 9 carries for 62 yards in week 1. He had carries taken away in week 2 against Detroit. That's a good showing in Denver, even though they lost. And they're playing Philly next, whose defense is not that great. I'm looking for the words. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. If I were you, and if he's available, I go Bucky Irvin. Don't go Chuba. If Bucky's available, go Bucky. He's literally about to take the role away from Zamir White. He's in line. They're literally saying he's doing things in the backfield that basically make the other one one-dimensional. So, I'm going Bucky Irvin. Go with the younger guy over the guy that's been here. I get it. Chuba had a great game. We still don't know what that is going to consist of here out the rest of the season. What we do know about Bucky, he's already trying to take away somebody else's job. That's always what you want, especially as a rookie. I'm a little upset. I can't get him because he's already on somebody's team. I went to go look at the numbers to see if I can get him off the wire. I do need another running back. I got Trey Benson. I'm just waiting to see if he pops off, hopefully. But I would go with Bucky Irving if he's available. Also, how do you feel about this? Last week, I traded Dobbins and Neighbors for Bijan. I still feel good about it, but I've been getting shit from from the league. My running backs are Gibbs, Bijan, Jacobs, Hunt, and Chubb. Oh, giving you crap for what? Because somebody made that trade? Oops. Go cry to somebody else. Or don't play fantasy football with me if you don't know how to draft and you don't like the trades that I made. That ain't your fault. Man, people got to take the panties out they behind. My league giving me. And you know what? You should tell them to go eat the same crap they're giving you. And hey, you're trying to win fantasy football, my guy. You're not here to pander to somebody's likes and dislikes. Okay? Who cares? Really? I would have just looked at your team like, who let that happen? How did that happen? And now I got to sit here and strategize on how to beat your doggone running back built team. Look at this mess. Look at this. Jameer Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb when he come off of IR, Kareem Hunt as the handcuff to the Chiefs. What? Not your fault. Somebody else grabbed up Dobbins and Malik Neighbors. It's not your fault. They grabbed it. Okay, not your fault. But what coach has been saying all year, what coach has been saying since Kirk Cousins went to the Atlanta Falcons, draft Bijan Robinson. You know what I've been saying? I don't know why people went for that Christian McCaffrey. Because coach said Bijan Robinson was the number 1 draft pick this year. And I'm the same guy who said he was top 7, but to stay away last year because they have a quarterback. He has a quarterback now. I said draft him number 1. So you did good. Didn't nobody want to listen. They got rid of him because whatever. They saw that Neighbors game or whatever they saw in Neighbors. I'm not big on Malik Neighbors. I get granted he had a good game and hopefully they continue with him and Daniel Jones. But I'm going for it ain't even safe for Bijan. It's more than safe. It's guaranteed. This dude has been turning up every week. You cannot guard an offense, right, that can throw and pass consistently. They can do that in Atlanta right now. So the defense can't stack 8 in the box. The defense can't put everybody in the backfield because then Bijan's gonna run all over you underneath. It's a beautiful combination of punches. And I kept trying to tell y'all, because who was the next punch that got added? Darnell Mooney. Y'all told me he was the number 1 wide receiver. I didn't defect that premise. I said, but he ain't getting number 1 with the quarterback that he had. Now he got a quarterback. He's the 4th option who is the number 1 receiver with a quarterback. And what did they say on Sunday night? What did they say? Oh, that Cousins and Mooney connection is just something else. Like he's becoming Cousins' favorite target. I told y'all that was going to happen because I know Kirk Cousins. I've been watching Kirk Cousins play forever. How many times? And y'all think that the numbers for Pitts are bad? No, they're not. Dude is finding Pitts. Trust me when I tell you, they didn't call pass interference in the end zone, which still wouldn't have mattered. It would have went to Bijan on the 1 yard line. Atlanta still just should have won that game. I digress. But yes, I don't care if they're giving you crap. You just about to crap all over them. That's their fault. Hey, look, you can't be, let them give it to you. Smile. That's all you can do. Head on to the championship. Smile and collect. Okay? That's what you do when you go to the bank, right? You smile and collect when you put your thing in the deposit, collect some money, walk out with a smile on your face. Do that right here with the same people, since they want to give you crap. Coach will teach you how to give crap back. How about that? You see, you got JJ, Drake, Terry, Amari, Worthy, Brian Thomas. Oh my God. You can flip Chubb for another wide receiver. Everybody don't like you. You ain't meant for this league. You need to be somewhere else. You need to go somewhere a little bit more challenging. I think that's what the issue is, Smitty. You too good. And if you listen to the coach every week, well, then you just adding on too many more punches to these guys, man. Like, I'm not saying no, watch coach. I'm not saying that at all. But like, yeah, you hitting them in the gut where it hurt. Hey, and it's not your fault. Win, baby. That's all you can do. But yeah, I like what you. I like how you thinking. Like you ready to flip Chubb the minute he come off. And I got the receiver for you. I sure do. Because guess what? His quarterback comes back real soon. And that'll be the perfect time, I believe. Somebody comes off IR. So the week he has a great game. And the week the other one has an okay game just for that 1 week because his quarterback's coming back. He ain't going to be ready yet. You should trade Nick Chubb for Jaden Reed. It's a perfect combination. And it's a good 1-for-1. Dude most likely will need and you go at the team who has Jaden Reed and you look at his roster. If he don't have no running backs, you got Nick Chubb sitting there prime and ready because you need a Jaden Reed when Jordan Love comes back. Because he's going to tear the league. I'm telling you, I'm patiently waiting. But he got 11 quiet points with Malik Neighbors. You see what I'm saying? That's who you need to go trade for. He meant Bruce Irvin. Yes. Hey, exactly. You know how to wheel and deal, man. It's not your fault. These guys can't play fantasy football. At the end of the day, they didn't have to make those trades. Nobody put a gun to their head and made them give them players to you. They liked the deal that you made them. It didn't turn out in their favor at the end of the day. That ain't your fault. That's like me going to the market, right? I see these big, beautiful avocados. And I give you $50 for a bunch of avocados, right? Because they look good. You even gave me a sample. And then I got home and opened one. And it was just the most disgusting avocado I ever seen. And then I opened the rest of them. They're the same. Hey, man, look. It looked good on the surface. But did I check each and every one of them before I left? Nope. So whose fault that is? But who won the deal? The guy sat up there with all them avocados. You see, hey. I'm in a 10-man league, by the way. Okay. After you destroy these people this year, I need you to join a 12-man next year. That is your new mission, your new challenge. After this year, join a 12-man league. 10-man is too easy for you, especially with the way you wheel and deal. I don't even think you hit the waiver wire with the way you made some moves. Like that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Let's see. Also, let's not forget I got McBride too. My starting lineup will be looking dangerous. It only takes a couple times for Kyler Murray and Trey McBride. Like they'll get it. It takes a minute, but they'll get it. It's Kyler's fault, but don't worry, they'll get it. And when they do, it's gonna be look. Right now, with Kelsey playing bad, I'm telling you right now, Trey McBride is on the trajectory to be the leading tight end this year. If those numbers continue, so that could be some things that they talk about together in their teammate room. You know what I mean? Like Hey, we gonna get you them numbers this year. Like, I'm just saying. So yeah, that's a very dangerous lineup, especially if Trey McBride eats every week like we know he can. It's Kyler Murray is the issue. It ain't Trey McBride. And I want everybody to know that. It's Kyler Murray. And if Kyler Murray can feed him, I hate it. I lost to Trey McBride. My second week, I had to play against first half of Trey McBride. And that just happened to be the week Kyler Murray decided to eat up against the Rams. Let's see here who we got. Isaac, what we doing? How we doing, my guy? Should I start Cole Kmet over Sam Laporta this week? No! Are you serious? I don't know if you were here last week. And if you weren't, I apologize for the outbursts. Outbursts only come after coaches explain something to you. You still make boneheaded decisions. No, we can't start Cole Kmet. Before we say that, though, let's go look at the numbers just to be sure. But coach is almost certain we can't start Cole Kmet. And they're playing the Rams. April, how do I turn it off? He went for 25 in week 3. So my worry with Cole Kmet is the short arm from Caleb Williams. Obviously, he can catch the ball because they're short throws, but he can't get to the receivers. Well, I don't know. I think DJ Moore had a good game too, right? Maybe it was just maybe last week was just a little rough against it was the Bills defense. Let's say that too. Yeah, 8 catches for 78 yards off of 10 targets. All right, Caleb, let me look at you. Let's see here. I mean, again, and Indianapolis ain't that good of a defense. Yeah, 17 points, not bad. He had 363 passing yards, 33 for 52. That's 63%. It's over 50. It's not bad. 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, though. That's 2 interceptions he's got to clean up. He's got 4 interceptions on the 2 touchdowns on the season. But it was a good showing against Indianapolis, so that's not bad. And the Rams defense ain't good either. That's a good question. Cole Kmet or Sam Laporta? Here's why Sam Laporta isn't getting the numbers. I don't know if anybody's paying attention. But if you watch Coach's show, you should know the answer to that. Let's just say it's golf. Let's say it's golf. For a person that has an injury designation every week, he's playing in the game, right? So then what other issue could it be? I personally believe, again, I'm going to say it over and over. So no, it's not Sam Laporta. The best choice would be Cole Kmet. I've said it over and over again. Jared Goff peaked last year in the game. He threw 5 interceptions in. It was before the playoffs. I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks before the playoffs. He threw 5 interceptions in that game. And the only reason why they won is because Jahmyr Gibbs went off. And I think he scored like another 3 touchdowns. Something like that, too. But that's the only reason why they won that game. If you were to continue to rely on Goff, it would have been bad. We are 3 weeks going into 4 weeks of the season. Has anybody looked at Jared Goff's numbers? No? I have. Let's go look. Because that's what coach is for. Jared Goff has 3 touchdowns to 4 interceptions to start the season. That's a lot of money. They have 14 points in week 3. Like, dude has not touched 20 points at all since the season has started. And that's hurting Sam Laporta. That's hurting Sam Laporta's numbers. So, yeah, I will go with Cole Kmet. I would go with the underthrown quarterback arm and go with Cole Kmet because no matter what, if it's underthrown, at least the tight end can catch those. Coach, talk about redeem team. That ain't redeeming nothing yet. I already talked about you, AJ. I gave you a good shout out. I even got you on a trajectory for a comeback and said people need to watch out for you. Yeah. How about that? Maybe if you was here at the time of the readout, you would have heard that. AJ, come for me. All right, Leo the Leak. What we got? Trade Henry for ETN in Dynasty, currently 3-0. No. Why the heck would you make a stupid decision like that? No. ETN is nothing. There's nothing dynasty about ETN. Look, that team is bad, bro. That offense is bad. I don't know if it's time for Doug Peterson to go. I don't know if they just overpaid Lawrence. I can tell you for sure, ETN was never supposed to be on that team. He's just one person's best friend, and that best friend feeds him a couple touchdowns a game, but he's a 55-yard running back. Why would you want that? No, I'm keeping Derrick Henry. You 3-0, and Derrick Henry just went off. Think about that. You're 3-0, and Derrick Henry just went off. No, we're not trading that away. We keep Derrick Henry. Find something else to play with. We don't need ETN on our roster at all. No. For Dynasty too? No. There's nothing. What are we waiting for ETN to get better? No, he's been in the league 3 years now, and these are his numbers. They're not going to get better. He's actually going to digress. Let's remember, a running back is only good 4 or 5 years. He only got 2 years left now, and he's small. He about to get hurt by next year, if not this one. That hamstring they're growing about to go on ETN. No, I wouldn't do it. Or hip. I wouldn't do it. Keep Henry. You're just fine. Committee, what we got? I could have wide receiver 1, JJ, running back 1, Bijan, and tight end 1, McBride. Yeah, if the trade, yeah, very true. Sam Laporta has been very disappointing for me in fantasy this year so far. Yeah, and it's because Jared Goff is his quarterback. I really don't know what to tell you. I really don't. He somehow has regressed to being a one-dimensional quarterback again. He looked good because people forgot about him. And then he looked good because he had all these weapons and people forgot about him. Then Detroit put their name on the top, and then people started coming for them. And now here we are. Jared Goff is shrinking. It happens. Yeah, go rewind. I gave you your dues, AJ. I gave you your dues. And it's the fact that I made it a skeptical because it's the fact that not only did you beat Dave with y'all both having 149, it's the fact that you beat him with a 0.46 margin. I beat up on Dave more than anything today. Oh, not beat up on him, but I came for his team more than anything. They couldn't muster up a point. The fact that he should have started Darnell Mooney and he maybe and get Brandon Ayuk out of that lineup and maybe he would have won. Oh, I got on it, but a 0.46 margin. I trust me. We were on that one today. What running back would you target for if you were selling Henry in Dynasty? Kyron Williams. This is Dynasty. So it had to be Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, not Breece Hall, because Braylon Allen, maybe Braylon Allen, to be honest with you. If he continues to show what he's doing with Jets, it might be him. James Cook is a good one, but if you can get Henry to sell that high for James Cook, that's the only thing. Not Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is the older running back. I'm thinking. There's one more running back out there. Bijan. Obviously, Bijan Robinson. So you want to trade for if you're in Dynasty and you're trying to sell Henry and you go young. All right, so real quick before we sign off, I'm gonna go over week 4. Do my week 4 picks. Oh, so there's a slight change to coach's schedule. So tomorrow I won't be on at 8. I actually have to work at 8 tomorrow. So I get off at 6. So tomorrow's show will be 7:30, 8 p.m. between 7:30 and 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And that is basically where we do our we go over all the players and their numbers for the week, and we do our starting sits going into week 4. Let's see. Would you pick up Devin Singletary this week against Dallas? Yeah, I would. I know it's a division game, but that Dallas defense is bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's back to being bad. So I definitely would. Yep. Good question. Okay, here we go. Why don't you pull up the what? Where are my week 4? All right, so Sunday the 29th is week 4. Yeah, Cowboys, Giants, Thursday night. Jesus. Oh my God. I gotta pick between one of these teams on a Thursday night. Thursday night, I hate picking for. Okay. I'm going with there's no running game in Dallas. I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm actually gonna take the Giants on Thursday night. I'm gonna have to pick against them Cowboys, man. I feel like they're gonna. I feel like I don't know if they're gonna be able to recoup the beating they took from the Ravens. Vikings and Green Bay divisional game. Boy, this one's gonna be good. No, this is where I think the Green Bay Packers do take a loss, though. I think the Vikings will go 4-0 against the Packers this week. I hate that. I hate to say it, but I think that's what happens. Saints Falcons, another divisional rivalry, a divisional matchup. I gotta take the Saints. Did they win week 3? Are the Saints 3-0? No, they lost, so they're 2-1. They lost to the Eagles 15-12. But without you know what? I'm gonna take the Falcons. Especially if it's a home game. I'm gonna take the Falcons in this game. Rams, Bears. Take the Rams. Bengals, Panthers. Bengals. Jaguars, Texans. I am going to take this division is Colts might steal it, but I'm gonna take the Texans in this game. I just think the Jaguars are just so bad. Jets, Broncos. I have the Jets. Steelers, Colts. I have the Steelers. Patriots, 49ers. I have the 49ers. Commanders and Cardinals. I have the Commanders. Chiefs, Chargers. I have the Chiefs. Browns, Raiders. I'm going to pick the Raiders. Bills, Ravens. Sunday Night Football. Every one of my dang on games gets decided by a primetime game. All right, so Sunday night. going with the Bills. That Ravens defense is atrocious. I'm going with the Bills. Monday night, we got 2 doubleheaders again. We have Titans and Dolphins. Oh God, I'm going with I picked the Titans, of course. Seahawks, Lions. I got the Seahawks. Yeah, I got Seahawks over the Lions. No, I'm gonna pick the Lions over the Seahawks. Yeah, I picked Lions over Seahawks. Let's see. Trade Amari for Jaden Reed. Yes. If that's your way of getting Amari Cooper off your team, and you get Jaden Reed for the return, absolutely. Bye. It was nice knowing you, Mr. Can't Catch, except for one time for 200 yards every 5 years. Like, golly, bruh. I don't know what people see in Amari Cooper, and then he has a 200-something yard game, and people are just like, here's the second coming to Jesus back again. Like, no. You don't get to have one 200-yard game every 5 years, and people are supposed to think you're great. Like, no. To me, there's nothing great about Amari Cooper. Nothing. So, yeah, I would definitely trade Amari Cooper for Jaden Reed. Absolutely. That's a great idea. I like your way of thinking, Leo. Hey, before I get out of here, all y'all watching Coach and having a great time, taking all my doggone advice, I hope every single last one of you have liked my channel, have subscribed to my channel, have liked this episode, have gone and watched some other episodes. Okay, don't just leave Coach out here strung out now, and go pass my information out to other people so they can come watch. Not anybody in your league. Don't anybody do that. Don't do this to yourself. I give out information to everyone. Okay, safeguard me if you must. Give it to others that you ain't got to play against. That's the smart way. Okay. Do I want to be here for everybody? I do. But I ain't trying to lose the ones that I got just because I'm all here giving everybody the information. Like, then they got to go find somebody else that's holding on to stuff. So I got you guys. Spread me out. But keep me in house. No Diddy. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, well. I say a lot of things I shouldn't say. Anyway. So those are my numbers. Those are my picks for week 4. Again, tomorrow we will have a show tomorrow evening, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And this is a quick show. It'll basically be our start and sits for week 4. I will not be doing the show Thursday due to the fact that my schedule changed this week because Coach is going to be training at work. So with this schedule change on Thursday, since I get out so late at 6, I'm not trying to do a start and sit or stuff like that right before the game. That makes no sense. I will answer all questions, even if you have betting questions, parlay questions. If you have those type of questions and you need them not before, but you need them like the day of, you're going to have to contact Coach via YouTube on this channel, or you can follow me at Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs, COOM as in Matthew, B as in boy, S as in Sarah, at Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs on Instagram, or Coach Coombs _5 on TikTok. All right. So you can contact me on those so you can get quicker answers for like your parlays, for your over betting. That's the information that you shouldn't have to like wait for a show for me to give that information, because a lot of you guys don't even do that until you open your phone right before the game starts to put your parlays in. You see what I'm saying? So if you can get to Coach before those, just don't do it. Just say, you have contact me here through comments. Contact me on Instagram with at Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs, or contact me on TikTok at Coach Coombs _5. So those are all the avenues to contact Coach if you have any questions about anything fantasy, or anything that has to do with parlay, anything with winning money. I'm here for you for all that good stuff. So thank you guys again for a great show today. I had a great time. Coach is out.
Thank Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.